Hello everybody and welcome back to Skyrim. After a little bit of a journey into the Starfield, man, I still love that game. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, and I don't know as much about that game, so I feel like for at least a little bit I might alternate from Starfield to Skyrim here and there, but for now I think focusing on the game that I know and the game that's not going to be spoiled for anybody is probably the best bet going forward. I'm still going to be doing tips and tricks guides, build guides, and everything for that. So, okay, before we get started, my dog over here is begging me for more food, even after. Come here. Come here. So, here's the little dog. Her mom this morning gave her 2 breakfasts. And then Daddy gave her a breakfast. And then Daddy gave her another breakfast. And then Daddy gave her some Egg McMuffin. Oh, and then Daddy gave her some more Egg McMuffin. And now she's back in here as soon as I start my stream, begging for more food. What's going on with that, huh? Publicly shaming my dog on the internet. Oh, big hug. I know I love you too, baby. You're my good girl. Can't give you any more food though. Doctor already says you're too fat. Yeah. The vet said you're too heavy. Yep, I know. I know you're cute when you're fat. We want to keep you around for a long time, okay? Alright, no. That's it. She is, yes, she's a crossbreed. She's half dachshund, half beagle, as far as we can tell. She's a rescue, so well, my wife actually rescued her when she was probably just over a year old, around a year. And she's got the beagle markings. She's old now, so she's got a little more white in her face and her ears and her fur than she did. But yep, she's got the markings of the beagle, the round features in the face, floppy ears, and then she's got the long body and short legs of a dachshund. She's our little long dog. So there you go. Yeah, so Starfield, I'm in love with that game. That game's not going anywhere, but I gotta focus on Skyrim for a little bit. What did we do last time? I think we were able to complete our rites of passage, and we started the Civil War quest line in earnest. We are able to rejoin our comrades in Windhelm. And what we're doing right now is we are joining forces with some of the other platoons here to take on Whiterun. This is a big contended area in the Civil War, so we're fighting to take this over. And then we'll just be following that quest line throughout the rest of the episode, I think. Watched Fudge Muppet's video with the Wandering Sheriff of sorts, but yeah, the Gunslinger, that looks really cool. It looks really fun to play, and it has lots of like roleplay opportunity and stuff too. I wanted to do a Starfield Let's Play with kind of like a Han Solo type build, or Clint Eastwood from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and the Fistful of Dollars series. I just realized that I forgot to post in Discord that I was going live, so give me like 2 seconds just to throw that into all of the different Discords here. Probably not even 2 minutes. Live with the Steger Civil War quest line. There we go. About 8 or 9 copy pastas. Bear with me, almost there. Got a little bit of a slow start today. Was having a sort of a late lunch early, or a late breakfast early lunch with the wife. Just get to talking and you lose track of time, you know? So how have you been, Haster? Pretty good, I hope? Streaming. Ocean. Almost there. Looks like 2 left. Sorry, if I had my stuff together today, I would not have to go through this. All right, there we go. Discord done. Gavin Gaines, what's up, buddy? Things have significantly cooled in the 30s, high 20s regarding temperature with lots of northern... Oh, man, that sounds amazing. Yeah, we were down into the 90s Fahrenheit, which you know is low 40s for you, which was... it had some relief for us. It had been in, you know, 100, 110s for a while, and then we got back down into the high 90s, and yeah, this week we're back up into the 110s again. It's tough to deal with, but I hope this is like the last hoorah before they kind of the weather gods, I guess, decide to give us some respite. All right, so I think we're good to go. Everything posted in Discord. Let's go ahead and get this battle for Whiterun started here, huh?
This is
looking
it,
for
man.
Galmar. Here he is.
They say that our cause is false, and that we are nothing more than thieves, thugs, and murderers. I'll water the ground with their blood.
Okay, so they just decided, you know what? To hell with the speeches, let's just start killing some Whiterun guards. Okay. This is weird. I'm afraid this is gonna get bugged out, so I'm gonna reload this save. It gave me a bounty for attacking the Whiterun guard during the battle for Whiterun. That doesn't seem right, does it? And it also interrupted Galmar's speech.
This is it, men! They say that our cause is false, and that we are nothing more than thieves.
Hey, what's up, GG?
And murderers. But no! We are farmers.
Hope you're doing well.
We are craftsmen. We are sons and daughters of shopkeepers, maidservants, and soldiers.
We are extremely short on attention span.
Of Skyrim. Time to finish this.
Okay, one thing I want to try. Let's see. I think I have. Oh, I actually. Oh, wait, no. I'm looking for these totems. I don't think I got any of the totems. So as a shaman, we should have access to these different triumvirate totems that actually buff everybody that is allied with us. So I looks like I still have yet to go find the shaman vendors and take care of those. Ow, that hurt. Okay. So this is off to a great start. Things bugging out. I can't attack Whiterun guards without getting a bounty on me here. Break through the enemy barricade. Okay, I can do that. You guys coming? Alright, well, if I don't have all of the Stormcloak soldiers with me, at least I can get a ghostly minion to help me out here, I think. I hope. Oh, here they come. There we go. Just gaming snafus. Chilling, playing some Skyrim, been rewatching the Nemesis Armor series from CW. I rewatch that every now and then. It still holds up. It's really, really good. Even the... Ooh, wow, okay, this is gonna be tough. All right, and for some reason, must be 3. My healing potion hotkey has been reset. One arrow took 50% of my life. Usually this is a pretty easy mission, but I might be a little underpowered for this. Yep, there we go. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Enigmatic currently in the shower is getting kinky now. Don't forget to wash behind your ears.
This is it, men! They say that our cause is false, and that we are nothing more than thieves, thugs!
1, 2. Yeah, my healing potion hotkey was not working there. Oh, this is really compelling footage, I know. There it goes. Okay, it's working. They will be squeaky clean. Good, good.
We are sons and daughters of shopkeepers, maidservants.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim. We'll kill you.
Ow. You know you're doomed for a tough Battle of Whiterun when they have like pinpoint accuracy with these trebuchets. These catapults. Okay. We'll do a quick save up here in a bit. About like right now. Okay, we've already broken through. Now we got to open up this drawbridge. Might be able to flank them. Oh, okay. Still coming after me here, huh? Well, if I can get them at least to focus on me a little bit. Then maybe I can open up. These archers are gonna be the death of me over here. Yeah, maybe I can open up the main line for the comrades over there. Looks like they're still hung up. Ouch. Okay. Healing hotkey is not working again. I don't know why. We'll do a fortify health though. Yeah, look, it's gone. What the heck happened there? Maybe it was marked as stolen? Who is it? Okay, now we're rolling with, or cooking with gas, rolling with gas. Oh my god. Alright, this is gonna be tough. I think we're gonna have to do this a little more tactically. I wonder if I can sneak. This is part of the problem with hybrid builds, is they end up being glass cannons. As you can see, I was having no problems killing enemies in 2 hits, 3 hits sometimes. Damage output's not the problem. The survivability is. And I'm trying to be a hybrid between sort of a warrior and assassin type build.
The endless sleep comes for us all.
But obviously the warrior part is lacking just a bit. Oh man, okay, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. My muscle memory is all for Starfield right now. I've been playing that a lot more than I've been playing Skyrim. That's a little confession of mine. So you might see some weird behavior from Mr. Steger here because I'm hitting the Starfield buttons instead of the Skyrim buttons. Let's see, Sundari Telvanni, doing the Civil War. Yes, indeed. Stormcloak assassins will be working for the Stormcloaks in the Civil War, I think. This is sort of like the I would say maybe sort of the main storyline for Mr. Steger here. Okay. There's that. We are now hidden. So if we can do this more tactically, I would like to join the front lines, but they seem completely preoccupied with just standing in that doorway and fighting whatever Imperial comes down off of that drawbridge there. So they're no help.
Your kind has no place here.
I think there is an Imperial spawn point right around here somewhere, which could be bad. We do have, let's do a fortify sneak and a fortify invisibility. We might be able to sneak to the drawbridge controls.
It's nothing.
Or not. Okay.
Is that your best?
Okay, cool. Now they're all retreating back into the city. Ooh, okay. Now there are going to be a couple choke points in here, but we need to stay focused on destroying the barricades. I've never had such a hard time with this Battle for Whiterun. It's usually like just very easy and smooth sailing. I might just be like right at one of the level cutoffs for like stronger enemies. I am I just did hit level 30. I'm at level 31 right now. Could be due for another equipment refresh. And the fact that I am spreading my points out between sneaky assassin type stuff and warrior type stuff means I'm not ideally suited to either, even if I can do a little bit of both. This does not seem very civil at all, does it? His jumping looks very funny. He's bounding like a bunny. Yeah, a little bit. So jumping usually looks pretty good with the animations that I have, but I also have a jumping attack mod that kind of messes that up a little bit.
I'm getting bored.
Yeah, Galmar, I am not bored at all. Get in there.
Does someone live among the dead?
Okay, we need to get in there. Destroy that barrier. I wonder if we can do it from behind cover here. Do a quick save. Did not even have to do it. Great. Hey, Tom. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, get in there, Miko. That dog is badass.
You anger one, you anger us all.
And my healing potions are not triggering. Again, gotta love it. It's like every time I use one, the hotkey goes away.
I'll enjoy killing you.
Oh, there goes Uthgerd.
Smite you. Cannot best you.
Prepare.
Ugh, okay. Getting hit from enemies I don't even see. Oh man, they're going after Uthgerd now. That's interesting. Stamina, please. Do I have any just regular stamina potions here? Could have sworn I did. I know that I do. A lot of potions here. Regenerate stamina. I don't have any just regular staminas in my quick menu though. Who said that? Where's my friends? Oh well.
Late for that, don't you think?
Oh, that's awesome. Through the ritual stone, I am channeling the Whiterun's forces, like the forces of its dead spirits against them.
Over here.
That's awesome.
That's enough. I surrender. I surrender. Peace! Everyone stand down. That's an order.
Peace,
Stand
he says.
down.
Yeah, everybody started standing down a long time ago.
Ignore
Jarl,
Grey
you're the
Mage.
only one left.
Your family was noticeably absent from the walls. Now I know why. Wouldn't the dagger in the back have sufficed?
That's some really cool armor he's wearing, though.
You think this is personal? The Empire has no place in Skyrim.
It's a lot like the guard armor, but it's a little more like embellished.
You have no place in Whiterun anymore.
A convenient position to hold now.
A little more gold in
But
it.
mark my words, old man. In the days
That's really
to
cool.
come,
Whoa.
Ulfric will spread his rebellion thin. And what then? We need the Empire as much as it needs us. We Nords are the Empire. Our blood built it. Our blood sustains it. You, of all people, should know that.
If this was my empire, I'd be able to worship whoever I damned well pleased. You wish to see an empire without Talos? Without its soul? We should be fighting those witch elves, not bending knee to them. The Emperor's nothing more than a puppet of the Thaw. Skyrim needs
Good
a
timing
High
there.
King who will fight
Undying
for
Spirit just dying in the middle of the
Whiterun
speech.
needs a Jarl who will
And
do
Miko,
the
the
same.
disrespect.
Tell me, Vignar, was all
The
this
only thing that
worth
would be
it?
better
How
than
many of
Miko
those
just casually
corpses
walking
lying
through
on
this scene is
streets
him
where the
like
faces of
dragging
men
his
who
butt on
once
the
called
carpet
you
right here
friend?
to relieve his itchy
What about
anal
their
glands.
families?
Am I right?
Enough!
It's exhausting being a ghost. It
There
is.
is a burning city out there that needs a government.
He's right. Galmar, come. Let us restore order.
This isn't over. Hear me, you old fool?
Yeah.
This isn't over.
Eh.
You, a Stormcloak.
I mean,
thought
obviously, look at me.
you'll all come to regret this day.
Get over to
Well.
Vendel. Tell Ulfric of our victory here.
Will do, my friend. Okay, so a couple things we learned from this battle. One, the Steeker's survivability is lacking. We can shore that up in a few ways. We can get better armor. That is going to require a lot of crafting, a lot of, enchanting, things like that to get that up to snuff. The Steeker doesn't specialize in any crafting skills, so that's going to be tough. The other things we can do, we can shore up with some spells, I think. So we could do something like the tree totems that I was talking about, the shaman totems. There's one, I think it is the tree totem, that gives you a continuous healing over time effect. That would not only help the Steeker, but it would also help everybody else in his sort of immediate vicinity there too. So having more frontline meat shields for longer means that he's going to survive more, although the enemy NPCs really do seem to target the Steeker over anybody else. Also about to watch the TN Austin P game. TN is about to obliterate. Oh, okay. College football? BA couldn't do anything against them last week, to be fair. Both teams suck. Well, sometimes two sucky teams can result in a good game. For me, college football is too much to keep track of. I am a big fan of the NFL. I'm a big fan of the MLB, but that's just because there's less to keep track of, right? College football, there's people all over the place. I'm also a graduate of ASU, and the ASU program right now is kind of in shambles. They've removed themselves from bowl contention as sort of self-imposed punishment for like recruiting transgressions, I think. So they're basically punishing the players for something that the administration was responsible for, which is really sad. Nobody likes ASU right now. Also love the NFL. Ravens fan. Ravens are good. I married a Steelers fan, so I'm kind of legally obligated to hate the Ravens. But they always put a good team out there on the field, and a good product too. Well, yeah, because we're both manly men, Nomad. We like manly things. You probably like muscle cars too. Cardinals fan? Yes, I am indeed. A little bit easier to be a Cardinals fan than an ASU fan, although last season was not good. We do have a lot to look forward to. Kyler Murray got hurt, tore his ACL, just trying to juke somebody in a Patriots game last season, which wasn't great. But other than that, he's a two-time Pro Bowler. He's still super young in the very beginning of his career, and he's got kind of an unlimited topside. We got a new coaching staff, a new general manager, which is exciting. This year's not going to be great. We might surprise some people like the Lions did last year, I think. The whole team is being built from the inside out, starting with the trenches, the front line, on both sides of the ball, and then discipline. So those are like the two key ingredients you need to like make the game painful for any team in the NFL. So they're building back up the right way. And then once we get our quarterback back, get rolling with the program that Steve Gannon is putting together. Our head coach this year, by the way, was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, who won the Super Bowl last year. So that's exciting. See what he has in store. Where is Philia? There she is. So back to the game for a moment here. You're not going to see me doing a whole lot of fast travel, and that is because I have taken the Spirit Tutors perk, and I've taken this like a while ago, and I still have not seen these Spirit Dudes proc anywhere. But they tend to show up on the main roads, just out in the open world. So you're going to see me do a lot of horseback, not so much cross-country stuff, but a lot of horseback stuff on the main roads looking for these Spirit Tutors. Oh, also, I took another perk off stream. I was playing last night to get myself back up. 2 perks, actually. I took Descending Light, which actually regenerates your magicka when you enter combat at, like, in decaying amounts as the battle goes. That's not what I was really concerned about, although rapid magicka regeneration is great for the Undying Ghost because it fills up your magicka stores, and the power of that Undying Ghost has it ties directly to how much magicka you have when you cast that spell. So this is good to recast that if needed. But what I was really trying to do is get to this Vigilant perk here. So whenever you cast a ward, at least the first ward in combat, it doesn't cost any magicka to maintain. So you can hold that ward up for as long as you want. As long as you don't let go of it, then you have to spend magicka on it again. But if you keep that ward up from the very beginning of combat, it's going to stay up the entire time until you let it go. That is for dragons, because also off stream, I made it to level 30, which unlocked dragons at word walls. So they're not going to surprise us just yet, not until level 40. But if we get to a point where we have to fight a dragon, I want to be prepared for that. And the steadfast ward that costs no magicka for the first cast is going to be invaluable. And I see a Nirn root here, which means an invisibility potion. And we saw how useful that was. And I just hit the wrong button because Starfield. Man, I'm loving Starfield. Such a good game. I just found myself, I think it was in Magus's Discord. He was talking about moving back to Skyrim because people were starting to get a little antsy about spoilers. And indeed, I have been trying to avoid some Skyrim Let's Play content. Or not Skyrim, Starfield Let's Play content, because I don't want to be spoiled on stuff. And I just don't know enough about the game to be able to give you like these tactical pointers and everything. One thing that I like to do is think tactically about these situations on legendary difficulty. That's a big part of my channel and a big part of what I do on these streams. And I'm not to a point where I can do that in Starfield yet. So I'll be releasing little tidbits of Starfield tips and tricks and content here and there. Maybe even do like a Let's Play once I can get out in front of my own personal play a little bit. But for now, I think I'm going to stay focused on Skyrim, which is what the channel was built off of. It was never my intention to stray from Skyrim, even though Starfield's the new shiny. Back to Skyrim, got my 100 hours out. Oh, you're not even going to go back to Starfield now? I'm going to be playing for several hundred more hours. It's not a content game for me right now. Hey, Mr. B, welcome, welcome. Yes, I do like muscle cars and death metal and guns, video games, and working out a little. America, yeah. Yep. It's infused in my DNA there too. Enigmatic, you've been enjoying Starfield too? Yeah, a lot of people have. A lot of people have. That's good. I mean, it's getting its review. The review bombing thing because of the PlayStation or the non-availability on PlayStation, I think just means that the game has made it. Once the game is pissing off a whole lot of people, the people who are quiet, okay, so the player numbers, the sales numbers and everything kind of tell the real story there. It's a good game. People are loving it. There's a lot of negativity out there about it right now, but that's because the people who like the game are just happily playing it. Yeah, Magus, I don't think it's as close to No Man's Sky because the space sim part of it is an illusion. It's a total illusion. It's an illusion that works for me. I'm still, you know, doing the whole takeoff and launch thing instead of fast traveling everywhere.
Why are we even going to...
But I think it's more Skyrim than it's a lot more Skyrim than it is No Man's Sky. And I think in terms of backgrounds and dialogue options and things like that, I think the RPG elements, the capability for role-playing right out of the box far exceeds Fallout 4, Skyrim, and maybe even Oblivion. I think it's a great game to roleplay, especially with no character, first player character voice, like they experimented with in Fallout 4. You can add your own voice to things. You can do the file not found if you want to do your own background. If you want it open-ended like Skyrim, that option is there. I think it's going to be a big game for a long time. I just don't think it's hit its stride yet. Is that an assassin or a thief? Need to do a quick save here anyway, so I don't lose anything. Skyrim to me is more of an action RPG than it is a pure RPG. I think Starfield has more classical RPG elements to it and gives the player more to work with. Now, obviously with mods, which is how we're all playing Skyrim, we're not playing vanilla like we're playing Starfield. That gives you more options, right? Modded Skyrim is the ultimate role-playing game because you can make the game anything you want. You can add new quests in. You can write your own quests if you're that dedicated to it. You know, armor. You can make your character look however you want. You can make your character do whatever you want. And that really is the pinnacle of role-playing, right? We can't do that with Starfield yet. And if Fallout 4 is anything to go by, we probably won't ever have that in Starfield. We'll probably mostly just have weapons and armor mods and maybe some new lands quests. And Ision is already dedicated to working on a perk overhaul for it. So we'll get stuff like that, but mostly just, you know, gameplay and added weapons and things like that is what I'm expecting. At least once the creation kit drops for Creation Engine 2.0. It pissed people off for other reasons, which I won't mention since it will likely piss some off. Google why. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. The option is there for people who care about it, and the people who don't like it can just ignore it. I think it's a moot argument. Definitely not a No Man's Sky 2.0. Yeah, it's definitely inspired. There's a lot of inspiration from a lot of different things by Bethesda, for sure. Mods will brighten up Starfield's future just like Skyrim. Yeah. Again, I don't really see an exodus of Skyrim modders in favor of Starfield. I kind of expect it to be a little bit more like Fallout 4, which is a very rich and active modding community for sure. There's a lot you can do in Fallout 4 with mods that you can't do in the vanilla game. And I think it'll be that way for Starfield too. I don't think the procedurally generated planets is going to be the big boon for modding that people seem to think it is. Now, people adding in like space stations and planets, brand new ones, will be great, but the procedurally generated planets, they're just too random. You can't count on anything being there, or the terrain being a certain way to be able to mod anything there. Every one of those planets is going to be, those procedurally generated ones anyway, are going to be different for everybody. If they left it alone, it wouldn't have been a thing. Yeah, I don't think it has to be a thing either way. But its pluses out of the box: a great game, smooth, FPS was great, no issues aside from a few which BGS will likely address in a patch update. Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, the bugs side of things has been completely, it's been a non-thing, right? Which is amazing. It's running a lot better than a modded Skyrim, to be honest. Even with like bug fixes, unofficial patches and everything, I get more bugs in Skyrim than I have gotten in 40 hours of Starfield. It's really, it's good. It's refreshing. It's been BGS's best launch ever. Starfield is a Bethesda game. I wonder if they put vampires, you could easily make them scientific like in the Underworld movies. Yes, that would be cool. Like techno vampires. That'd be awesome.
Mighty Arcade, I pray that you will shepherd these souls as they pass into the realm of death.
Okay, what are we doing here? All right, we're going to Ulfric. Is the cam lagging a little bit? It looks good on my OBS screen. I'm not really monitoring on YouTube, so it's not a local thing. Let me see real quick. I'm not going to be able to tell, actually, because as soon as I turn on audio on my monitored stream here, I'm going to start getting like the echoes, the echoed stuff. I've got you at 1080p. Yeah, I'm outputting at 1080p. 30 FPS. Yeah, locally everything's synced up pretty well. It's if there's anything, it's on YouTube side. Magus might be having a stroke.
We've driven the Imperials out of Whiterun. This is good. Very good. We now control the center. It's a powerful position. One I aim to keep. We'll call you Ice Veins now.
Glass Sword of Black Frost.
Has seeped into your heart.
Okay.
Here, take this.
I'm not sure I have that enchantment, but that could be useful.
A fitting weapon to use against our enemy.
Looks pixely to me, not really laggy. Interesting. Let me check my settings here.
I suspect you'll be of greater use to us with greater freedom.
Ulfric doesn't want to sit down, he just spilled something. Yes.
You see fit. But I also want you to find our hidden camp in Fall Creek.
He dropped his gum.
Galmar will have special tasks for you, and will need you when we liberate the capital.
Trying to pretend he didn't just spill grape juice all over the throne, right? Well, I mean, luckily it's kind of a dark blue hue there, so grape juice would have been better than something like, I don't know, like tomato juice or something.
Go with the gods.
Yeah, go with Mr. Clean or something.
Blasted dark elves.
Alright, how are we doing encumbrance-wise? Not great, but I think it's mostly... These Pathfinder gauntlets might look good. And the Barbarian Hero boots. These might be upgrades to what I'm wearing. Ranger boots, 25, 23. Once I get this smithed up and enchanted, these I think would look good, and they would provide more armor. Yeah, I need to do another crafting run, but I'm not going to put you guys through that on stream again. Getting close to the need for it, especially the struggles that I had there at the Battle of Whiterun. Just like 2 arrows and I was dead.
I don't suppose you could tell them that I presently have larger concerns.
Okay, where are we going now? Falkreath, huh?
Such as all of Skyrim. There you go.
Put us through. Yeah, put us through it. F it. Yeah. A little bit more foresight, I think, would maybe avoid a lot of problems from Ulfric, but you know, it's hard when somebody's passionate about something to get him to see past it. Okay, let's see here. Falkreath. I'm tempted to take the carriage there, but I really have to take the horse. I gotta find these spirit tutors. They just have not been showing up. It's already kind of a small random chance that you're gonna see them wherever you're going, but would you have mods that add like more random encounters, patrols, and things like that to the main roads, to the open world? It just makes the percentage of that particular encounter even smaller. So it could take a long time to get them. There's nothing wrong with my game. It's not bugged out or anything. I have gotten these spirit tutors before. It just takes a while. Yeah, I've gotten them before on this particular profile, so I know they're there. I'm not worried about any bugs or anything. Just a matter of getting them to show up. I have this struggle with forgotten magic spells too. Those only show up on enemy NPCs. So it's already like a reduced amount because it's thrown into the same leveled list bucket as other things that show up on enemy NPCs. Like there are a certain amount of Odin spells and apocalypse spells that you can only find on defeated NPCs and in random loot. So if you're adding that to the, or if you're multiplying that percentage by the percentage of everything else that you're going to find, then you're going to get like a much smaller percentage of actually encountering those things. Okay, so we randomly found some spiders there. That was pleasant. How about some spirit tutors? That would be nice too. I'm also going to look at the quest log, see if there's anything else to do in Falkreath. I might actually just go ahead and do the, well, no, let's wait till after we liberate Oh, what the hell? Vigilant of Stendar down there going for a swim in full chainmail armor. Oh man, that crab's gonna get him. They don't even see each other. Over under. Let's see, the Vigilant's gonna have some kind of flesh spell. He's also gonna have the ability to block. But the mud crabs, that's a bigger one. They do a lot of damage. Mud crabs are tough. A couple mud crabs can kill a saber cat. Oh, I hear a bear. I'm just gonna get attacked by a bear while I'm watching this play out. Actually, looks like the mud crab and the Vigilant have no beef, which is sad. Unless the Vigilant just slaughtered that mud crab while I wasn't looking. Oh no, there he's moving now. Okay. All right, hairy boy. Oops.
Does some
I do like some crab legs too. One thing I have to lean into a little more with the dagger gameplay is the fact that it has these bite mark perks here. Which causes bleed damage. Now it's like 1 point per second of bleed damage for 30 seconds, which doesn't sound like much, and it isn't much, but it stacks, and you can do a lot of stacking bleed damage in 30 seconds for sure. But this sort of, it really encourages you to use regular attacks instead of power attacks. So the gameplay style that I need to really cultivate and get used to and plugged into my muscle memory here is get one power attack in to trigger Stave of Ferocity, which I believe is a restoration spell. Maybe not, maybe it's alteration. Yeah, Stave of Ferocity here. Enchant your power attacks for 60 seconds, reducing armor by 65 points and magic resist by 27 points. So yeah, triggering this is important because it obviously makes us stronger through... It's addition by subtraction. It makes us stronger by making our enemies weaker. But once we get that power attack in for 60 seconds, then they're going to be weak. After that, you know, it's just all regular attacks the whole time. And I'm very used to doing this crosscut thing with the sword.
Don't do that.
Where you cancel the regular attack into power attacks and then just make sure that you have the stamina to keep doing that over and over again. It's sort of a paradigm shift, right? So instead, I'm going to open up combat with this and then just get as many regular attacks in there as possible so that I can stack that bleed damage up as high as possible. And then putting more perks into it obviously will help. Oh, there's Philia. Gaming Terry, welcome, welcome. How is it going? Hope you're doing well. What have you been playing? Skyrim? You Skyrim, or have you been playing Starfield like a lot of the rest of us? Kyle Crawford, welcome, welcome. Crab legs with butter? Well, yeah, you can't have crab legs without the butter. That's like the whole thing. You can season them in different ways, but butter is always the mainstay, right? Is this a thief? This is a thief. Wrong guy, buddy.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
I don't have time for this.
Don't you walk away from me.
Okay, so there's the power attack. The rest now is just going to be regular attacks. Whew, even with all the block, the perfectly timed block, it still took me down to 50% health. Akaviri short saber. This is a dagger. This might work really well. Get that smithed up and see how it compares. Some really good armor there. I think she was also a dark elf. Let's see here. Does it say what the race is? Yes, dark elf race, right up here. So the racial perk, what is it? It's the yes, it's the Imperious one. What's it called? The Purge. Okay, so I think every okay, so 10, 20, 30 at level 10, 20, and 30, you get to choose a race, and weapons and spells are 35% more effective against that race. So I picked Imperial because we're going to be fighting the Empire through a lot of this. And then I picked High Elf because of, you know, Thalmor. If you're a Stormcloak, you're kind of required to hate the Thalmor there, right? So High Elves, and then I did Dark Elves as well because I tried to think of what other enemy type is the most plentiful that I was going to get. Yeah, exactly, Magus. What other enemy type I was going to get the most bang for my buck out of. And I was thinking Dark Elves because, well, one, they fit the theme of elves, you know, and, you know, just not liking elves. But they show up fairly regularly in Skyrim, but they're all over the place in Solstheim. And if I'm going to be doing the Dragonborn questline, which I feel like I need to do just to flesh out the build, you kind of need those black books a little bit. And then having access to perk respecs is really important for character building, at least for build guides and stuff, so I can go back and refine which perks that I took, especially for a very hybrid class like this, which I'm already having problems with spreading perks too thinly. It really helps to be able to go back and rework your perk trees. So I will be spending some time in Solstheim and having an extra 35% more damage against Dark Elves in Solstheim is going to be absolutely amazing. The other one that you can choose there would be Breton because of the Forsworn. The Forsworn in the game engine is technically race Breton. So there's that. In fact, I would say maybe even switching out the Altmer for Breton would make more sense in terms of gameplay because you're more likely to fight more Bretons than you are Altmer. At least in my experience. It does come in handy against Estormo and what's his name in the college quest line, Ancano. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Thalmor is just a pure evil organization. There's no two ways about it. They represent the very worst of all the races, the very worst of not only the High Elves, but everybody in the Elder Scrolls. Ancano. I'm thinking of installing the Second Great War mod. I'm just about at the point I need to decide before I continue. I think if you've never played it before, it's worth a playthrough or two just to experience it. I don't have it installed now because it really affects performance. It's a little bit buggy, but it's not too bad. It does, quest-wise and writing-wise, it's fine. I think it plays out pretty much exactly the way I would theorize it to, depending on what, you know, faction you chose to side with. But yeah, it touches on like all the different aspects of it, including like Hammerfell and High Rock and things like that, and how they would get involved if they would get involved. Pretty good that way, but just for performance reasons, you get huge frame dips because of how much those battles scale, I guess. So I left it out just for performance reasons. And you can scale down like the density of those battles and stuff, but you're still gonna get like floating enemy bugs because of how many actors are on the screen, and then the physics engine just gives up and they just float into the atmosphere. You get a lot of that. Who do you think canon is winning the Civil War? I think the Empire. Well, I guess I don't know. I could see it going either way. because the real fight is against the Thalmor, and the Empire knows that. Ulfric can't... I think he knows that too, but he really just... He needs the enemy that's right in front of him. He needs that enemy to point at, that's close, that's within arm's reach. Otherwise, he has no power at all, right? The Empire being a little higher leveled, a little farther sighted, a little sees the bigger picture a little better, they might just decide to say hell with it, to hell with it, and pull out of Skyrim altogether. And then just start working diplomacy with whoever that leads the leadership to be in Skyrim, probably Ulfric, or whoever, maybe Balgruf has the diplomatic advantage over someone like Ulfric, and then people who are kind of in the gray area between the two will start siding with Elisif over Ulfric. I don't know. But I could see them pulling out of the conflict and then just refocusing on the bigger conflict with the Thalmor, and then just working diplomacy to get Ulfric or whoever else on their side for the bigger conflict. But I don't know. It's hard to say. As it is in a self-contained entity, they're kind of fighting at a stalemate until the Dragonborn comes along and shifts it one way or the other. I think that the Empire is too big of a canon entity in the Elder Scrolls to just kind of let it fold. But at the same time, I think a Stormcloak victory is more interesting for lore. I just think that the Empire has more resources. They're spread less thin. They're better trained as far as warriors go. Even Galmar just said in the battle for Whiterun that they're not fighters. They're farmers and craftsmen. So I think most advantages go toward the Empire, but the passion of fighting for your homeland is you can't underestimate that, right? Easier to defend a place than it is to infiltrate than invade. For damn sure. What are you doing here? What am I doing in Whiterun, by the way? I was supposed to be going to Falkreath. Yeah, but they have former legionnaires in their lines. They do. Those people were trained, but the entire legion is trained as legionnaires. The Stormcloaks, they have some legionnaires, and they have some farmers, and they have some blacksmiths and craftsmen and shopkeepers. We all go to Whiterun. It's muscle memory at this point. It sure is. Pull out. I believe it's the cloaks. I mean, in the history of the Elder Scrolls universe, it's going from bad to worse at every game. That's a fair point. They seem to be building up to something cataclysmic. With all the different towers that have fallen. The White Gold Tower, the Red Tower in Morrowind, the Battle Spire. There's a prophecy saying that there's an apocalypse coming real soon with what's left. We'll see. I think they'll explore that a little more in the Elder Scrolls 6, but that's still a ways off. Canonically, both sides will win and also lose Dragon Break. That's probably the right answer. That's probably the technically officially correct answer. BGS is not shy about using that Dragon Break to retcon their own lore. Get those more Tapanellas. The only towers standing at this point are white gold, the white, and the adamant. So yeah, things are a little... Well, the white gold isn't standing anymore at all, right? It's that was taken down when Mehrunes Dagon manifested in Imperial City at the end of Oblivion. The tower was destroyed in his fight with Akatosh. It's still there? Oh, it is in Bruma, right? I thought it got destroyed. That might have been another tower. Did they rebuild it? Thought it got toppled. The Temple of the One, that's right. Yep, that's right. They look very similar. The Temple of the One is kind of like a samey looking thing. It's just, it's smaller. Sure, it's been rebuilt in 200 years, or at least maintained, right? No, I got them mixed up. I got the Temple of the One and the White Gold Tower mixed up. It was a long time ago I played that game. What if Starfield is the end of that apocalypse? That's what created those weird portals in Starfield. Bound with ancient and forgotten magic, so it's pretty difficult to destroy. Okay. Well, all the towers you would think theoretically are difficult to destroy. It becomes like an exercise in creative writing on how that's going to be destroyed. I think it's more of a how and when than it is an if at this point, right? They're definitely building up to something big. And it's just a matter of when they're going to pull the trigger on it. Each game kind of was focused on the falling of one of those towers. I mean, the Throat of the World is supposed to be one of the towers, right? And that didn't technically fall. Red Mountain was a tower, and that kind of technically fell because it erupted, but that didn't happen in game. So there's at least the capacity for stuff to happen outside of the timeline of the game itself, right? So they can explore that stuff, maybe in Elder Scrolls 6, but I kind of feel like they're saving that in their back pocket for something else. I'm interested to see some of the roads here look splotchy. Some of them look good, but every once in a while you see like a hard line between the road and the side. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see like the fallout from the Civil War is going to be a big one to see how that all landed in the Elder Scrolls 6. There's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to seeing. Like, what's the deal with the Thalmor? I would imagine that the Thalmor are going to be the Great War, and then the Civil War, and then whatever happens after the Great War or after the Civil War. Thalmor are going to be weak. They're going to be they're already stretched thin. And if this is taking place in Hammerfell or the Iliac Bay region, then we're going to see like what the ramification, because the Great War is still going on in Hammerfell. In Skyrim's timeline, they're still fighting. They never signed any peace treaty or anything. The White Gold Concordat did not. Where the hell am I supposed to be going here? I have no map marker. I will help Ulfric liberate Skyrim from Imperial control. Liberate Falkreath hold. I'm here in Falkreath. Oh, all the way over here. Doi. Okay, I gotcha. Over at the White Pass. The Crystal Law was breached from within during the crisis. The Red was also destroyed because the Heart of Lorkhan and the meteorite fell into its core. Okay. The Snow Tower, I believe, refers to Skyrim itself and the Civil War conflict. It could, yeah, it all depends on how you interpret this stuff, but they are building toward all these towers being destroyed. Also, the Bronze Tower was destroyed and created a paradox after Talos used it to conquer Alienate. That's the Numenex, right? Bronze Tower was the Numenex. I stand by my statement. It's the Civil War, which doesn't play into the main quest, but should have. Yeah, the main quest is the main quest. You get closure either way. It might be building toward this bigger prophecy, but it's things like the Civil War, how that panned out. There's other stuff like that too. But the Civil War is the big one. The Numidium, not the Numenex. Numenex was the dragon that Olaf captured and kept in Dragon's Reach. Can see it being the throat of the world. However, the Greybeards would not allow that. The Greybeards are very strong. They have sort of mysterious magical abilities too. We're not really sure what is capable with the voice. They might be able to combine their powers somehow to create powerful like defensive magics or whatever, but I don't know. I think dealing in absolutes, especially in a game like this in the Elder Scrolls, where they are more than willing to shatter expectations, especially about absolutes, I don't think is the wisest course when trying to predict what's going to happen. Saying like the White Tower is never gonna, or the Snow Tower or whatever is never gonna fall. I don't know. The Civil War. There was a prophecy about the Civil War about Alduin's return, right? I think that, I don't know, maybe those prophecies are cross-pollinating a little bit. But the other towers that have fallen seem to be a little more literal than they are figurative. The tower falling in Oblivion too. Yeah. Hey, you guys want to fight?
Move along.
What's up, brah?
Walk away, now.
Who are you?
I am a Thormor Justiciar on important business that you are interfering with.
And who are the
We are
Thalmor?
special envoys of the Aldmeri Dominion.
Why?
The rightful rulers of Tamriel. If you
Why?
like, I can show you why. If you're smart, you'll walk away. This doesn't concern you, citizen.
Walk away, now.
Watch it.
Walk away, now. Walk away.
Walk away, now.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
You're interfering with official Walk away, now. Business.
Walk away, now.
Walk
All
away.
right, they're not interested in having a fight, and I'm not interested in incurring a bounty, so... No, the Steger, he's... Oh, wow, they really took out some of our comrades here, didn't they? The Steger is... He tries to avoid upfront combat, especially in disadvantaged odds like this.
Walk away, now.
But...
This doesn't concern you.
It doesn't?
Walk away, now.
You gonna find whoever did this? It's probably not the guy with the giant bloody knife.
You're interfering with official Thormor business.
You can't see me, I'm behind this tree. There you go. Okay. This is like deadly musical chairs. The other dude won. Where is he?
This doesn't concern you.
Yeah, it's okay. I think your buddies went somewhere off in the forest. They had to pee.
Move along. Walk away, now.
There we go. You take some of ours, we take some of yours. And then I'm gonna sell your stuff for money. I bet the Steger listens to death metal. Could be. It's 3-on-2 now. You're good. 1, yeah. I just didn't want to have to deal with all them just spouting flames magic at me. Magic is still tough. Oh, I just quick saved on the horse. That's a bad idea. Let's dismount and do a quick save there. On the ground. Last time I tried to load a quick save on a horse, it did not go well. Ended up in the exact middle of the map from Windhelm and then had a dead horse. You have the power of dodge rolling. You're good. Indeed. No bounty if you kill them all. Yes. There were no witnesses anyway, even when I did kill them. That's how you do it. When the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the White Tower falls, Oblivion events. Yes. That's what I was going to say. The interpretation of that White Tower falling could be the whole dragon amulet thing, and when Martin Septim fell, he basically sacrificed himself, but that defensive tower mechanism kind of broke down at that point. But I'm not sure that the Civil War counts toward a tower falling. It could. It might. We'll see at some point what Bethesda has cooked up for us. I'm sure they have at least some rough idea about where they're going with it now, even though they might not write it into a game for another 10, 15, 20 years. Ugh, that sounds depressing, doesn't it? Where am I going? Is it this way? Or does this go to Hagrock? That's Hagrock. Yeah, we got a blizzard rolling in, that's great. Yeah, here we go.
I bet we have rabbit again. I'm getting sick of rabbit.
Hey James, hi mate, don't think catching the holes catapult was a... Yeah. If you win the Civil War, do you still get a bounty for attacking the Thalmor? I believe you do. I think you actually still get a bounty for killing Imperial patrols too. Yalmar, what's up, buddy?
The Empire is weak. That is why we fight them. Skyrim must be ruled by the strong.
Doesn't sound like Nord honor to me. We fight them because they're weak. Well, reporting in.
You're going to Fort Newglad. They have some of our boys locked up there. But with a little luck, we can turn that to our advantage. I've sent some men to scout out the area. Meet them. See if you can't find a way to slip in, free our men, and take over the fort. They'll never suspect an attack from the inside. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done?
Nothing I can't handle.
Excellent. Put the fear of the Nine into those motherless dogs.
So, why'd you join the Stormcloaks?
My cousin disappeared one night. Some say the Thalmor grabbed him. It wasn't long before I found myself under Ulfric's banner.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I can't I can't ride in this. I can't even find the road in this. This is ridiculous. What, I can't sleep in a disgusting hay pile full of disease and blood? Ugh. He's got the one bed that I can sleep in over there, and he's already sleeping in it. Well, 2 beds, I guess. 3 beds? Ah, there's one that's open. All right, let's sleep till about 9 p.m. We might have the cover of darkness in order to infiltrate and clear out for Newgrad here. And hopefully the weather subsides in that 4 hours. Ha! Wishful thinking, huh? Have not prayed in a while. Let's go ahead and pray to the old gods there. I'm already happy with where my animal gods are at right now. So I can give an offer of gems to the old gods to change my animal god, animal totem. If I can find it here. Aspect of the snake. Right now I'm using the aspect of the snake. Improves sneaking and sneak attacks by 15%, which is pretty good. It's about like a perk's worth of stuff, I guess. And I don't really feel like I need to change it. What I could have done was changed it for the Battle of Whiterun to something like the bear to shore up my physical defenses, which I will probably end up having to do for the next big fort battle, or maybe just the battle for Solitude. Because a lot of these liberations of these forts, I can take on as an assassin. That would be the preferred method of doing that. I can't really even see. Hi, Gale. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I can't see either. That's hard. I found a charged skeever that I just took some charged skeever hide from. Let's go ahead and sleep another 3 hours. We'll give it till midnight. We need to go take on Fort Newgrad, and I would like to do that under the cover of darkness, but doing it during a blizzard is not a good idea because I can't even find the road. And even the compass is only going to help me so much. Let's see, it would be south of here.
So what's your story?
So the road is this way.
Simple as that.
I mean, I guess Nords are better suited for this weather than Imperials are, so maybe this would be the right time to do it.
Not me.
Alright, let's try. Also, okay, here's the road. Another thing to think about is that if a spirit tutor does show up on the road at some point here, I may not even be able to see him. Wasn't Space Game big fan of Starfield, but I did find it quite funny that there are already mods being made around the next week. Yeah, there are mods. I'm in love with Starfield, honestly. I can't stop playing it. It's all I want to play. I'm back to Skyrim right now because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. And I know more about Skyrim, so I can comment on it a little better. I myself am not a big fan of blind playthroughs because I can do that on my own, and if it's a game that I'm already interested in, I'm just going to get spoiled with somebody else's reaction to something that's new. And I am a believer in producing content that I want to see personally. And what I want to see is Skyrim content that you can't even see because you're in a big blizzard, a blinding blizzard of modded inclement weather. What I also want to see is somebody's player character that looks awesome, but you can't see them because of the blizzard. And also I want to see that character walking at a half a mile an hour. Because he can't see where he's going. Okay, it's clearing up a little bit now. Still about midnight. This is a good time to infiltrate. Same thing as your state fair, but just bigger. Oh, nice. You said you were working that carnival? It's got to be a lot of hard work. But the vendors out there at those things, they make a lot of money in a very little amount of time. Probably worth it. I haven't been to a state fair in a while. It's exhausting. It's exhausting because it's still hot out here when you're standing out in the sun, even when the state fair comes around October. All right, I'm supposed to be joining the forces. Fort Newgrad here. But I kind of want to see if I can infiltrate this place and clear out the crowds beforehand. Why don't you wait here, Miko? Make sure the light is off. The fog here is rough, but that should provide some cover for me as well. If I remember correctly, there was a secret entrance to this place around the back. This fog is rough. Sneak increase, that's good. I love the tension of this build. Because as we saw in the battle for Whiterun, Steger is pretty squishy. He can hold his own in melee combat, but if he gets overwhelmed by enemies, he can get taken out really, really quickly. Okay. I could have... Yeah, I think that there's like a cave or something down close to the waterway here. Didn't see him on the way down. Like taking the Imperial cloaks as trophies. Hopefully that was the only patrol down here. In the United Kingdom, you have families that could make up to 13 billion. They place... Oh, geez, okay. Families are the sole owners of machines. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. I mean, I could just be misremembering this, but I thought there was a secret entrance to the fort somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm talking about. Steal a glowing mushroom? Worth it. I'm coming, I'm coming. The guard has the key.
The guard has the key.
There it is. I was waiting for it.
Hurry! The guard has the key.
Okay, okay, he can hear you.
Get me out of here.
Another trophy?
Hey! The guard has the key. Get me out of here.
Yeah, you guys hold tight. I'm gonna see if I can clear the way for you, alright? Do you hate that when you come around the corner right at the same time as someone else? Like, what are the odds?
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, relax. I got this, okay?
Hey. Get me out of here.
I don't want to stand right in front of the fire.
Hey. The guard has the key. Hey. Hurry.
Was it really just those two people in here?
Hey.
I was gonna say I would like to go back out with the height advantage. Looks like I can do that here. Yeah, I always knew that like there was big money in these like fairs and stuff like that, but I didn't know it went that high. That's crazy, James. It's another thing that bugged you about Starfield. You pick up quests just by walking past 2 to 3 NPCs and don't have the option to not. Yeah, I mean, at least they're not too like. They just put it in your quest log, right? Especially under the activities, it's really easy to ignore that part of it. I don't really have a problem with it, but I would imagine there's going to be a mod like what's the Skyrim version of that allows you whether or not to take a quest. I never have that mod installed because I always end up regretting my decision not to take a quest. But it's a very popular mod, so I mean a lot of people have the same issue. I don't know, maybe I'm still just in the honeymoon phase of the game. I have like nothing bad to say about it. Even like the UI and stuff that people are really hating on. It's like I don't mind it at all. The UI works just fine for me. And yeah, space flight, space exploration is a complete illusion in that game. It's pretty much just, you know, transform the player character into the spaceship, and then you have a very limited amount of things that you can do once you're out of the atmosphere. And then you just grab jump to another planet, maybe do like a space battle or two there, and then the real action like happens in the quests or whatever. But the illusion works for me. It works for me just fine. But you also said you had 100 hours into it. I'm only like 37, 38 hours into it. And I'm still hungry for more. Let's do one more pass of this bulwark over here. Modder that already made a new hub. That's very impressive to be able to do that without the creation kit just yet. It's just walking around in the forge. What the hell? Okay, I don't want to mess with that guy. He's walking around in a forge for fun. That's better. Now I can mess with that guy. Where are you going, friend? Okay, I think this quest line is going to force me into open combat, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just free the prisoners now and let the battle take its course. If that's still something I need to do, free the prisoners. Well, okay, let's see. The proper fort here. I've never done it in this order before. Let's see what happens if I clear the fort before. Really building up a lot of Imperial spirits for my ritual here. That is good.
What are your thoughts on all this? I signed on because I couldn't watch the Stormcloaks tearing everything apart and not do something. But most of my family disagrees with my choice.
Anybody else in here? Don't see anyone. I don't hear anyone. Ah, okay. They're sleeping. Too bad I'm not a vampire, right? This would be quite the buffet. Oops. Really?
No,
Okay. Oh.
Does someone live?
I'm stuck. Damn it. Oh, one shot. One and done. Okay. It was going so well, and I got greedy. I got greedy. All right, we got this. We can do this. We have the power of sneaks and freaks. Freaky spirits, anyway. One and done. Yep. I really need better armor. Let's try a different route this time. Oh, this is exactly the same route I took before. Never mind. Vigorous stamina, I could use that.
Imperial armor is damn heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Quit your belly aching.
Yeah, quit your belly aching. Boom. Boom.
No.
Okay, who found me? Can't imagine anyone was close enough to detect me for that. Oh. Oh my god. How? I think what happened was I might have triggered... Oh my god. Now it's just bugging out on me. I am determined to do this as a complete stealth run. Yeah, I think what happened before was I triggered detection right before I got the backstab on that guy, which triggered Okado's recital, which popped off spells that are not silent because I don't have the silent casting perk because we are not an illusion mage. I want your cloak. And your arrows. Where is this guy going? Well, the dark corridor was... Wow, how did that miss? You gonna start chopping wood over there? No, just gonna have a seat. Okay. Anybody else in here? Just you, huh? Too bad for you. Found the weak spot in the armor there. This takes me right back out. Okay. about this door? I haven't been in here yet. This is a fun dungeon clear. I actually haven't done Newgrad in a long time, so it's all kind of new. I feel like they got a lot of mess halls in this place. Maybe this is where the officers eat, separate from the rest of the grunts. Okay, now we just have the barracks to clear out, and hopefully we do that without getting discovered this time. Yeah, I think this is like the leader or commander. There he is. Gather some intelligence. Imperial missive. Legate, as ordered, I have assumed command of Fort Newgrad. Morale is low, and the ongoing chaos in Helgen has left our supply lines dangerously vulnerable. Pale Pass is all but closed due to avalanches in the mountains. We need more support, or our garrison will not withstand another attack. Okay. So we know that supply lines in this area of the province are cut off for the Imperials. That's good to know. All right, here's where the barracks were, I think. Nope, incorrect. Now I'm lost. Oh no, here we are. We're good now. See where this door goes. All right, good to leave an escape route here. Let's try this guy first. Okay, that's good. Next. All right. Oh, he's getting up. You're having pizza tonight? Nice. Yep, the wife and I had pizza yesterday. We had a Costco date. So yeah, after we got off work and everything, we went and did some shopping at Costco, got the fridge all stocked up, and we had some pizza at the food court, and it was delicious. You probably don't have Costco over there in the UK. In fact, I'm pretty sure you don't. It's just like this huge mega warehouse superstore for, it's like a wholesaler for groceries and different household items. But they also do have like a very small food court, not like what you'd have like at a mall, but they do have good food that's really cheap. If you don't mind eating in a sort of like warehouse environment. Not exactly romantic, but we got to spend some time together and plan our week out together, and sometimes that's all you need. The poor shaman, indeed. Okay.
We've got trouble.
Okay, they're finding the dead bodies now, which I think is putting them in an alert status, which is cool, which is good. Not good for me, but good from a gameplay mechanics perspective. You want them to be suspicious of dead bodies, otherwise it's just kind of a dull gameplay type game, right? Problem with it is every time that they get alerted, Okado's recital gets kicked off. Could give away my position. Oh, you do have Costco there. It's only 2 stores in the country, though. Okay. Yeah, I love Costco. Okay. Let's wait for him to get back to sleep there. There we go. Oh, now he's getting up. Let's get out of here. At what point do you wake up in the middle of the night and find all of your buddies dead and think that maybe there might be a problem? Instead of just going right back to bed. I see you, but you don't see me. Are you gonna find whoever did this? All right. What's this guy doing? You do something. Just gonna stand there and stare at the door. Oh, I could go the other way. I just remembered. There's a back door. There you go. Sometimes having a brain helps. And there's one more guy left. Is that everyone? Okay, now let's go get those prisoners. See what else there is to do. I gotta gather my trophies, though. Oops. Don't want to sleep in the bed with the dead guy. Oh, encumbered. Alright. Don't need the animal bone. Probably don't need the armor. Here we go. Still want my trophies, though. That one didn't have a cloak. That one doesn't have a cloak either. Still no cloak. I probably took the cloak off of that one. There's a cloak. You're a cloak, there a cloak, everywhere a cloak, cloak. All right. Are you sure this was the way out? Maybe not. Great. The wind is contagious. Oh, there's a cloak. They help me keep track of my kill counts. Here's the exit this way. All right, let's go release the prisoners. Now that we've depleted their numbers. No reserves to back up on. Oh. Are we good, you think?
There's more of them somewhere around here.
You think so?
Getting sick of rabbit. Lead the way. All right, if you've got time to complain. There's more of them somewhere around here. I don't want some snotty elf telling me what gods I can and can't worship.
All right, let's go get the prisoners. That's the next thing on the to-do list. I don't see any more a-holes to kill in here anywhere. Got my tiny little shield out anyway. Just in case.
Thanks. Let's teach these bastards a lesson.
Yeah, let's teach them a lesson.
Last but not least, let's go.
Yeah, there we go. Just had to free the prisoners. Okay, one-man army over here. The Steger's kind of badass, huh?
I don't want some snotty elf telling me what.
How many lives do you think we saved from just a completely like open pitched battle just by being able to take care of all these guys individually? On our own. Where is Rayloff? There he is. Nope. Are you Rayloff?
What are your thoughts
there you
on
are.
all this?
Great work. Get back
Yeah.
and report our success. Some say here and clean up the mess. Glad you were long here. Before I found
Sounds
myself.
like a plan.
Done it without Banner.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
Hope I don't draw guard.
I could have done it without you, though.
Go tell the commander. I'm sure the boot in your arse will take your mind off the trouble.
Hey, Miko. There's my boy. Now, where's my horse? I think the horse we left back at the Stormcloak camp, which is fine. That's not too far away. So let's head back there, and then we have to go report to Ulfric. I think we're going to pick up our horse over at the Stormcloak camp here. Hopefully we don't run into more weather. And then we'll just take this road all the way back to Eastmarch and Windhelm. And hopefully we'll run into a spirit tutor. Fingers crossed, not holding my breath. Gotta love assassins. Yeah, one-man army, right? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Did I lose my hotkey on that? Nope, still there. How about that? Okay, so I think I need to stop by and talk to what's-her-name over here at the Temple to Talos. I need to pick up some totem spells, some triumvirate totem spells. I think it'll help during these open battle moments. It'll make me a little less squishy. It will strengthen my allies. Probably be a little more effective than the Undying Ghost that I keep casting over and over again. Oh, you're not a Stormcloak. Traveling merchant, huh? Maybe I can sell you some stuff.
Take a look.
Leather Armor of Conjuring is cool, but I already have that enchantment. Having it on light armor would be awesome, though. I think I already have it on my light armor. This is just stronger, I'm sure. Got some books. Nothing great. Some crafting materials, also nothing great. Oh, there's a Grand Soul Gem, though. I'll take that. Capri X, what's up? Hope you are doing well this weekend. Hope it's off to a good start. We got some video gaming to do. I know I'm going to be deep diving back into Starfield this weekend. I also have some content creation to do. I want to do a small little mini guide on the old gods Winter Sun deity. Maybe have that out in the next week or two. And then continue working on my Scorpion build guide. Just not enough hours in the day, you know, to be able to do everything that I want. Kind of sad, but at least I'm living a full life, you know? Blade of Sacrifice, that's kind of wicked looking. So I have to try to disenchant that. The barbarian boots I want to keep. The Bosmer boots, no, I can sell those. Don't need anything elven. Seven Imperial cloaks plus a few. Did pretty well. Pathfinder gauntlets I'm keeping. Okay, I think we're good now.
All right,
How's the
then.
encumbrance looking? 295, got about 90. Oh, relax. I just hit the wrong button, lady. I'm not trying to pickpocket you. Okay, where's my horse? Thelia, where'd you go? Ah, there she is. Starting playing Nemesis Arcane Archer with a lot of mods. Awesome, I love to hear it. We actually have Magus, the man himself, in the chat. The man whose armor inspired that whole build. Glad you like it enough to try it yourself. That's awesome. Had a lot of fun with that build, and I still go back to play it every once in a while because it's kind of a more simple play style. It's good for just like blowing off steam, and plus I'm still trying to find some of those Hermaeus Mora Eldritch tomes. There's still a couple more I need. Really do like the light armor bear helmet. It's a really unique look. Remind me of the Vagabond armor set that I wish I could get in Xbox, but it's only an immersive armor. Oh, really? You can't get that outside of immersive armor? Immersive armor is like a combination of a bunch of different mods that you can sometimes get separately, but it surprises me that the Vagabond one is not one you can get. That's sad. It also comes as part of the Shaman set in immersive armors. I'm not sure if you can get that separately, but I think that maybe the in vanilla the Stormcloak officer armor. I don't know if it's light or heavy. I think it's light. It might be heavy. I don't remember. Also has the same model. How's the slaughtering of thousands going? Well, not thousands, but dozens maybe. Oh my god. That is terrifying. Don't know why I can't dismount off of my horse. I got my own Imperial Legion here fighting against these gargoyles. That's awesome. Adventure. Nobody here now. That guy's just completely non-bothered by this gigantic monster that was trying to slaughter everybody. That was terrifying. So that happens, but I can't find one spirit tutor. Can only get Armonizer pack. You deal double damage without the perks. That's pretty cool. I guess the downside of that is that it's cumbersome as hell. Mounted combat is really tough to pull off in this game. And practice is only going to take you so far on it because... Oh, I feel like I'm going the wrong way now. Well, yeah, I want to take the road less traveled here. I want to go through the pass. Because a lot of what you do on horseback, there's a lot of input delay. Your attacks are a lot slower. You have to go one side or the other. You can't attack anything that's right in front of you. And whenever you try to change direction with your horse, it takes a second or two for him to actually respond to you. So it's not just that it's just a matter of practice. It's not. It's a matter of input delay and responsiveness while you're on your horse. But I could see somebody maybe not getting totally good at it, but better than most people, and that being like an impressive build. I think Zacharon He had a horseback-centric build on his channel. I don't know that he's had a Skyrim build in a long time, but he used to do them somewhat frequently, and I think a horseback build was one of them, and it ended up being pretty effective for him. Do I use I need in this playthrough? I started off using it. At some point, I end up concentrating on the build itself, and then the needs, the survival immersion stuff just kind of gets in the way to me, so I end up just disabling it. I do have it installed. I just have it turned off right now. It's something that I do generally use in Skyrim, but it's more of a roleplay immersion thing, and if I'm focused on building, then it just becomes just another thing that I gotta do that gets in the way. This is probably a dumb question. Oh no, I need part immersive armor. This is why my first build was a two-handed knight that wielded a great battle axe. Nice. Yeah, if you could get horseback combat working in a way that's fun and satisfying, that could be a big part of a knight build, I think. There's a mod, I believe, that allows you to cast spells while mounted. Interesting, yeah, because you can do everything else, right? Oh, we got the old orc here. This guy's gonna be a tough customer here. But we'll have the saber cat's help. Oh, nice helmet.
I am waiting for a good death.
Why do you wish to die?
My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Perhaps I could give you the death you seek.
Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
Oh, I'm sure.
We shall see.
You're mine.
Oh my gosh. He never even got a clean hit on me. I think he just bashed me twice and threw a block.
I'll show you the real fight.
Okay. I'll go for the bleed. Damn saber cats are getting in my way. There we go. Wow, that was actually a heavy armor Bosmer helmet. Alright. It's the only piece of heavy armor he's wearing. Do you have your own Discord server? If you have, can you give me the... Oh, no, I don't have a link. I actually don't have a Discord community at all. But I am part of a few public ones. I think, let's see. What are some good public ones? There's Couch Warrior, which has been more active since Starfield came out. but his YouTube channel hasn't been active in a long time, and so it's a bear. Yeah, there's the bear. And so that Discord isn't quite as active. There's also, you give me a minute, I'll try to give you links to the invites on all these. Stamina, I need stamina.
I'll show you a real fight.
Then go for the bleed damage.
Come on, come on.
There we go. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little break. I need to refresh my drink here. Maybe grab a little snack. And then while I am doing that, I will post in the chat the links to these different open Discord servers that I am part of. There's the PC Outcast one, the Couch Warrior one. I think Mr. B has one that's open. Boone 23 and Icarus all have one. Yeah, I'll get you the links. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some water, maybe a little more caffeine, and a snack, and I'll be back very shortly. All right, I am back. I got a Diet Coke. I got a fresh glass of water. And my dog is back begging for food again. I just shamed her. Shamed her into leaving. Fat little dog. But she's cute. Which is why she's fat. Which is why she's cute. Which is why she's fat. Okay. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot over here right now. Let's see, what's the temperature right now? Getting real warm in my room. Making me thirsty. 108 degrees right now. Gotta love it. It's absolutely disgusting and kind of deadly, and I don't like it. Let's see, where are we going? 108 is acceptable? I disagree. You would find it acceptable until your ball sack melted into the side of your leg and became one. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Oh, I would happily trade you for that. Happily trade you. Let's see here. Where is my horse? Time is at 5 a.m. So visibility is going to be affected here. Dusk and dawn are the hardest times to see, other than, you know, blizzards. Of course, going the wrong way. All right, I think I'm going to stay right at the fork here and then left at the fork. On-off rain. Oh, I love it. Had a little bit of rain a week or two ago, and that brought the temperature down a little bit, and it was very nice for 2 or 3, maybe 4 days. And by very nice, I mean high 90s, which is probably way too hot for most people. But when we've been in the 110s for so long and right back at it now, being high 90s is like, it's like bliss. Oh yeah, take your time getting off your horse there. Feel like I'm gonna start. Yeah, let's go ahead and offload some stuff on the horse here. More used to the cold than the heat. I mean, yeah, look at me. I'm like a real life Nord. I was built for the cold. I'm physically built for the cold, and I live in one of the hottest places on the planet. Bright and milky white, got a big thick beard. A big old hairy mofo. And yet, here I am sweating away in 108 degree weather in mid-September. Okay, we have to free our comrade here. Official Imperial business, huh?
How could she do that? someone there.
I'll water the ground with your blood.
Let's get a power attack in. That's all it took. Okay. Where did the prisoner go? Did you get away? Oh, there he is. You good now, buddy?
Fight or die well.
Indeed. Okay, so we took out an Imperial patrol. We took out a Thalmor patrol. We freed a Stormcloak prisoner. All in a day's work. We ought to be Employee of the Week over here at Stormcloak HQ, I would think. Who else is this productive, I'd like to know. Even Ulfric himself ain't doing half the stuff I'm doing. He's just the mouthpiece. He's just the guy with the fancy words. I'm the guy doing all the work. Be changing into cold weather coats soon. Actually, by Saturday, in some accounts, it's going to drop a couple of elephants down the hill. That's how cold it can get. Well, that's a turn of phrase I've not heard before. Is that what happens when it gets cold over there? You start dropping elephants down the hill? Not that we have anything better, or we have stuff just as worse. They're like just as bad in terms of like silly sayings that we use. Just a figure of speech. Yeah, I figured. There are a lot of those, like from country to country. It's like it's a phrase that you use to signify something that's completely unrelated, and then when somebody who's not a native speaker like hears it, you're like, wait, what? There's like no translation for it. Yeah, I saw Telrav down there. I don't really feel like doing all that. I really want to keep an eye out for these spirit tutors on the road. I have not seen a single one. And I've had that perk now for several levels. In a long time. I mean, all that's going to do is make our restoration spells stronger. Not that that's not awesome, but kind of a limited scope thing for something that is so hard to find. All right. I'm gonna do some horseback combat here. See, that's another reason why I don't like horseback combat, is because I'm running convenient horses and hunterborn. And I think it's just convenient horses, but there's a lot of script lag whenever I kill an animal on horseback, or kill anything on horseback, really, because it auto-loots. It auto-loots certain things from whatever you kill while you're on horseback. And I could probably disable that in the MCM, I'm guessing, but in fact, I probably should. No, there is no MCM for convenient horses. Well, that's not very convenient. It's probably in the dialogue menus, though. I'll take a look when we get back to Windhelm.
Wenches, friend. Why's that?
Oh, saber cat. Let's get we'll get a do Do we need a paralysis poison? Let's just do regular spider venom. They're weak to poison. And luckily enough, we had a frostbite spider show up from the ritual stone as well. That's good. Okay, what is it this time? Oh, a spider? Alright, let's see if there's an option in the dialogue menus here for this horse to not auto-loot stuff. Oh. I don't need loot during combat. Okay. Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, the phrasing on these options is not great. The author of this mod is not a native English speaker, so it's not the easiest to understand exactly what he's going for with a lot of these settings, so some of it has to be trial and error. Actually, let's try it out. Won't be able to try it out. You still alive there? Ah, much better. No script lag. Look at that. That certainly helps. Ugh. Spider this time? It's not usually spiders out on the road, and now there have been like several. I want to get these nightshade though. Really, no auto loot? Yeah, well. We love how creatures get sucked into the ground like that, especially deer, elk, since their butts are up in the air. Right. Oh my god. I can't go 2 feet without running into some wildlife. Ouch, that hurt. You trying to get maggots to suck the poison out? I am headed north, right? Wow, yeah, that poison took a chunk. The glitch actually isn't unrealistic. Sinkholes are a danger. They are indeed. It's a feature, not a bug. Skooma dealer over there just deciding to mine some ore. Waiting for our next customer. Like, if you're not averse to manual labor, why are you selling drugs? I guess everybody needs a side hustle. Oh, that sounds heavenly, James. They're mining to burn off the skooma. Yeah, trying to dry out a little bit. Oh, every 2 seconds. Merchants,
Come along, no more stops. Don't hurt me.
bodyguards, imperial patrols,
Even going to
no
a
spirit
wedding
tutors.
far flung into the
Who are you fighting? Somebody's on fire over there. And not in a good way.
Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts.
I think that's Kynes Grove. It is indeed. Adventurer party. Hey, there's Windhelm. It's within sight now, at least. You're asking if smoking with skooma is more powerful than drinking it? I think that's usually the case, isn't it? I don't know. I'm pretty straight edge with the substance. I don't even drink alcohol, so I wouldn't know. But I think that's usually the case. That imbibing something or ingesting it is usually the least efficient way of getting it into your bloodstream. The most efficient way is probably injection, and then after that, inhaling it. And I think also taking it rectally is a very efficient way of doing it as well. I could be very wrong about all that. But I would imagine in terms of skooma, yeah, that boiling it and smoking it probably would be a stronger effect than just drinking it. Rectal skooma. Mod coming to you soon, indeed. Skooma suppositories. Just need a little blowgun just to puff the moon sugar right up in there. Ooh, is that why they call it moon sugar? Because it goes in the butt? What am I doing in here? There I go, getting distracted by rectums again. Oh, I've been relishing this moment for a while. I get to go wake Ulfric up from a deep sleep. Hey, boss.
I'm proud we liberated Falkreath from the Empire. In many ways,
Wow,
it's
that's
the heart and
impressive.
soul of Skyrim. Not
Gets
to mention,
right out of bed
it's
at 6 in the
rather
morning and
strategic
starts
position.
with like that
Some
deep, clear
brothers have
voice,
taken to calling you
bright eyes.
Buildbreaker. Evidence of your ferocity and determination. A fitting name. So we shall all call you thus. The war demands so much from us.
I know what you're thinking, but keep it private.
And we give all we have to it and to the people. But I've kept a little something to offer you in appreciation. Please take this on behalf of all the brothers and sisters. And I need capable and loyal warriors close at hand. So I'd like to offer you a home in Wenhelm. Speak with my steward, who'll make the arrangements.
You mean the place where that necromancer was doing experiments? I don't know if I want that house. But still, this is a big step roleplay wise for the Steger, who has always been an outcast, who has always been kind of a pariah because he was born under the sign of the shadow, and his comrades
for Skyrim
don't really see him in the best light because of his quote-unquote dishonorable assassination practices, right? But for Ulfric to offer him a house in the city is actually kind of a big deal. I don't think I have the money for it right now, but it's probably something I'll end up doing. This could be a big step toward becoming accepted in society as a whole, not just amongst his comrades and his brothers in arms. Yeah, Harem is one of the cooler player homes that you can get in the vanilla game. I do like Harem. It's just, you know, try to stay out of that one closet. There was a player home like that in Oblivion too. I think it was the Anvil home that was haunted. And then you get like a really good deal on it when you buy it, but then you have to like kill all the ghosts and stuff in it. And then you get like a really cool cheap home early on in the game, but except it's got like an evil ritual altar in the back room somewhere that you just have to pretend isn't there. Yeah, I believe you are correct. I don't think there's any other player homes part of a quest line. Unless you're including Hearthfire stuff in there, which technically has a quest line. Wow, okay. This isn't very priestly of you two.
To receive the blessing of Talos, you have only to pray at the altar.
Who is it? Maybe she's just
Blessings of
not open for business right now.
I've spent my life serving.
But I thought
Talos.
Yoro was one of
Don't
the
plan to stop
shaman
now,
vendors for
no matter what
Triumvirate.
the Empire says. Talon, the way I see it, Ulfric's fighting a holy war.
Just wait here an hour then. If she's not open for business right now, she should be by 8, I think.
To receive the blessing of Talos, you have only to pray at the altar.
With Hearthfire too, don't like your kids get like abducted by giants or something? Wasn't there
Take a
something
look.
like that? I've never actually played that far into it. Eye of the Allmaker. Looking for totems. Spirit Storm is actually an awesome spell. I love Spirit Storm. I don't know how well it'll fit with this character. Should take it anyway. It doesn't look like Yora has any of the totem spells. But what's her name down in Riften probably does, and then I think Froki is the other one.
Blessings
Just have to go
of Talos
find
be
him.
upon you.
Maybe I can do that off stream. Giants can attack your home. I think bandits can kidnap if you have kids, but I don't remember since I really don't use the homes myself. Yeah, I use them a lot because of the greenhouse and the plantable plots in the outside the garden area. And I know there are other like modded ways to get them, and the Creation Club had some homes that made that a little easier to unlock, those plantable plots. But you still don't get as much as you get from a greenhouse and a hearthfire home. There's just really no effective way, more effective way of being able to generate income and combat formidability than having all that access to all those ingredients in 3 different homes. Okay, let's see. How long do we have? 15 minutes left in the stream. Let's head back to Riften. The road should be mainly clear by now, I hope. After all that wildlife we had to cut ourselves through in order to get here. Wouldn't imagine there's much on the way back. I want to give the game as many opportunities as possible to proc the spirit tutors. I have not seen a single one yet. Out of the way, D&D group. Thought I heard a dragon. Wordwall dragons are unlocked right now, and there's Bone Strewn Crest right over here that does have a dragon on it. So, oh, yep, there he is. Oh no, that's not a dragon. That's a mammoth getting ready to die. What the hell happened to that mammoth? I guess it just happens. Ooh, and it, oh, I was gonna say, did the ritual stone just pick up the mammoth? Yeah, I hear a dragon. Yep, there he is. Hopefully he doesn't come too close. I'm not super prepped for dragon combat right now. I think I have enough that I would be able to hold my own a little bit. But we don't have Dragon Rend, and we're mostly a melee fighter here. I do have Avenging Wraith that I could use. And I have the Steadfast Ward with the Vigilant perk, so I'll be able to keep that up as long as I need it. Okay. Who is that? Just a wood elf?
Do your work.
Yep, just a random wood elf. Ooh, he's quick on his feet. Oh, he's wearing the Nemesis armor. Look at that. That's awesome. The Nemesis garb. Cool set. Nice. Okay, we're gonna have to take a left at the fork here pretty soon. Who is this? Valdris, probably. Yeah, there he is. Fally foul foul. Don't you call Miko stupid? Smarter than you. Dumbass NPC. More spiders. And he doesn't do the combat dismount again. Great. Oh, I'm sorry, Miko. I really clubbed you good, didn't I, buddy? Oh, got him again. Jesus. You're just really all up in my business, aren't you? Do I have healing hands? I do. I mean, you don't really need it. You recovered like a champ there, but I'm gonna do my best. Make you feel a little better there. Oh, I feel so bad every time I whack that dog. Where's Felia? There she is. Bad dog owner, indeed. Beautiful name for that horse. Yeah. I think this was suggested by Haster. And it stuck with me enough. The advantage of Baldur's Gate is it's much harder to annihilate your allies. Well, yeah, but that's like a much different combat system, right? It's not even like close to real time. Point and click. That's a game that I'm excited to get to at some point. I purposely avoided it because I knew I was going to be completely obsessed with Starfield. And probably will be for several more months. But Baldur's Gate 3 is a very special game, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I played a lot of the first one, never beat it. Played a lot less of the second one. They tend to be intimidating. As intimidating as Starfield is, I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 offers a lot more and tells you even less than something like Starfield does. It's in a completely different format. I happen to prefer the BGS format, more like up there in the action, real-time combat type stuff, but there is a lot to like about Baldur's Gate. Oops, I just did a quick save on the horse again. Let's overwrite that. Boom. Some pilgrims there. Shore stone. Okie dokie. Fort Greenwall should be under Stormcloak control now, right? I think. So we should be good just to waltz right through there. But I'll go around just in case. I don't see any flags or anything on there. But I think once you proc or you trigger the Civil War. Oh no, there's a bandit right there. Or maybe that's just a random encounter. Who's that up there? Looks like a bandit. Does not look like a Stormcloak. Well. Ooh, and we got a Khajiit caravan here, which means rare curios ingredients, which are very powerful.
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers.
See ya, James. Have a good week, okay?
I'm glad to see that you are not such a one.
Don't work too hard.
Take a look.
Daedra Venin. Yeah.
May your road lead you to warm sands. I do not think Khajiit will make it cold. Not only that, but he's no.
If not Starfield, yep. Yeah, I haven't still decided. I might alternate. I don't know. I want to stream the games that I want to play, right? And it's not that I don't want to play Skyrim. I love Skyrim. I haven't been burnt out on this game for 12 years. The character creation, well, I mean, okay, so being able to flesh out a character concept is still second to none in Skyrim. Still way better than it is in Starfield. And a lot of that's through modding support and stuff like that. So I'll always be playing Skyrim, but I really, really want to play Starfield. And my wife is actually going out of town in a few weeks to visit her parents in Scranton. So I will have probably more time to play the game and more time to stream it if I want to. And I might actually do that. I don't want to step on anybody's toes or anything as far as established streaming schedules, especially in the case of Wind. Magus usually streams during my work time, so it's less of a concern there. What am I doing with Wylandria? I need to go find what's her name at the Shrine of Talos. So I might do some Starfield streams here and there. I gotta figure out what to do with Starfield though, because I don't want to encounter like some of the main story beats and some of the good quest stuff while I'm on stream, because while I'm talking to you guys, I'm not. Oh, Nura Snowshot is the one I'm thinking of.
I heard the gourmet
I'm not paying complete attention to what's going on on screen. So at least for like my first playthrough, I think I want to give it my undivided attention and maybe not stream it. For my second playthrough, I'm thinking more like a Let's Play series. It's been a long time since I've done a straight up Let's Play series, and I want to play with some formats and things like that, see what actually works. It's a good source of consistent content if I can pull it off and get the editing done right, get the format completely right, and actually find times that I can record Let's Plays. Stream so early, the West Coasters are still sleeping. Yes, that's usually the case. If I can catch you while I'm at work, if I don't have anything that is that needs my full attention, then I do. I'm usually pretty good at joining during the workday whenever I can.
Company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend. Take a look.
But yeah, super early, like a lot of times you start streaming like at 7 a.m. my time, and I'm not even awake by then. And then by the time I do get out of bed and everything, I gotta get on my morning meeting, which usually takes an hour, and I can't be on during that. And then after that morning meeting, there's usually like action items that I need to take care of first thing in the workday. All right, here we go. Here are these totems. Create Earth Totem. Ooh, that's an expensive one. That's gonna take all of my money. Every single septum I have. Do I have anything else to sell? I can sell the Necromancer's Amulet. Let's do that. Yeah, that's a good source of money there. Tree Totem and Water Totem are cheap. Nice. Okay. So let's take a quick inventory of all these new spells we got here. Blah, 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 blah. Create Earth Totem. This was the expensive one, right? Cast 217 damage tremors for every 7 seconds in combat. This is great if you're fighting a lot of different enemies. It causes staggers and damage. Good stuff. Create tree totem. This does poison damage. Also great if you're fighting a lot of enemies. So for these open fort attacks, these are all good things to have. Create water totem. This is the healing one. This does health and magicka, 9 points per second, which is significant, and it lasts for a long time. This works best when you have a lot of different allies. So you want to plop this down in the middle of a nice big pitched war battle. That's great. And then Spirit Storm is one of my favorite spells from all of the Triumvirate spell mod. It has this really cool, like slow moving kind of like cloud effect. It's a restoration spell, so it scales with restoration. And there's a lot of ways to make restoration spells like really powerful in this game. So the damage on this thing, it scales really well. So the Spirit Swarm drains 88 points of magicka and stamina per second. That's a lot. And then when both are depleted, it drains health instead. This is non-boosted. I can boost this up with enchantments, perks, and alchemy. I'll do a quick save here. And it's nice because it covers a really wide area and it moves really slowly. And this just cuts through like groups of enemies. It's nutty. It's really nutty. The only thing is you have to have the magicka to support it. But this will just cut through enemies like nobody's business. It's a really cool spell. Hopefully we get to see some of that in action. This character is hybrid, so he's going to have less of a magicka pool than just a straight up shaman would. So he's not going to be able to use it as much or create as big of a field, a cloud of the Spirit Swarm as a dedicated mage would. But that is an excellent spell that I highly recommend if you ever get a chance to use it. And this will help with dragons too, as long as I can get them to stay put in the air. It does give me a ranged option. Obviously, it's very slow moving, so it's going to take a while to get there. But it will get there eventually. Not a ton of range, but if I can get a dragon to hover just a little bit above me, I can get some good damage on him. Okay, well that's it. I think we covered some of the goals. We took a good chunk out of the Civil War here. I think that's going to be going for a little bit longer. But we did also get some key pieces to the build here in terms of spells, which is one of the main goals that I wanted to hit today too. The totems, Spirit Storm is good. We're getting a little light on money. It might be worth an alchemy run at some point here real soon. I'll do that off stream though. You guys don't need to see that. And I also need to do some new equipment, I think, as well. I got some new pieces in mind that I want to try out. And some stronger enchantments and stuff that I want to put on there. Hopefully that'll help us out, along with like the totems and the different spells that we have. Hopefully that'll help us out with survivability with these open battles. That Battle for Whiterun was really hard. Battle for Fort Newgrad was a little better because I was able to do that whole thing sneaky. But even then, we had some challenges there. But yeah, I think that's it. This character is coming along nicely. With any hybrid character, you're going to have some growing pains early, mid-game because you're spreading your perks too thin. You become like a jack of all trades, master of none until you hit certain perks and certain trees. And then the build really starts taking off. So I'm thinking around probably level 40 or so, this build is going to start coming into its own. The Scorpion build was kind of the same way. It was a very hybrid build between warrior and mage. This one being assassin and warrior is going to be kind of the same way. We really need more perks to be able to support the playstyle at higher levels, especially on legendary difficulties. So this guy is going to be a work in progress. He's going to be a little bit of a project for a while, but we'll get there. He's coming along. I believe in me. Awesome. Glad you're liking it, Magus. Okay, everyone. Take it easy. I will see you again next week. If you like this content, please do take a look in the description below. There's probably something you're going to like down there. Magus has his Twitch channel we were talking about earlier. I'm trying to think of anybody else who has any content out there. I didn't see Wind or Strudel. Mr. B was in there earlier. Mr. B has a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel. I posted his Discord in the chat as well. I think he's streaming on his channel right now, so he hasn't been in the chat too frequently today. Wind is stuck in the starfield. Yeah, I don't blame her. There's a lot to explore there. And I have theories about what that intense experience that she had was. Not sure what Strudel is up to. Strudel's probably tired from some kind of crisis that she was having at some point. She's probably still trying to get her... I don't know. I think she got her Skyrim working, though. I always keep my EXEs and plugins backed up somewhere else other than in the game folder. I've had it update on me a few times, and it's always a non-crisis because I can just always drag and drop the files back in from somewhere else. Ooh, and a mosquito bite. Oh, that's right. She got attacked by mosquitoes. Poor Strudel. All right, that's it for me, guys. Take care, all right? And I will see you next week.